Switching IT providers is one of the most avoided, but also one of the most necessary steps businesses are going to face. At System7, we've designed our onboarding process to be smooth and respectful and to try and reduce your stress, not add to it. Hi, everybody. Matt with System7, and I'd like to talk to you about the process of switching IT providers, what your decision-making process will likely be, what a good onboarding looks like, and why it's so important for you to not let that fear of change stop you from moving and upgrading your IT experience. Most companies stay in a poor IT relationship because it feels risky to change. They're worried about losing data. They're worried about potential downtime, and they're worried about the disruption to the day-to-day work that is going on. And a lot of people are worried about the time commitment that their team would have to make in order to switch IT providers. But I want to make the case that the bigger risk is staying in a poor IT relationship where your systems and your support just don't work for you anymore. And even worse, maybe keeping you from being fully protected from cyber attack. A good onboarding is calm. It's clear from the get-go, and it's done by people who have been there and done that and have a plan of attack going in. At System7, we take the time to document your environment. We learn how your team works, and we look for risk areas so that we can build a transition plan with you, one that is supportive and the least amount of disruptive as we can make it. System7 always starts our onboardings with a full team kickoff meeting, your team and all of the important stakeholders, and our team and all of the important stakeholders. And from there, we complete a documentation of your environment. That includes your hardware, your software, your networks, your systems, your processes, and the people that are important to those processes. We also confirm your backup processes and your business continuity. We further establish secure access protocols and throughout this process, we continuously communicate with your team so that they know what to expect and they know what we are going to do and how we are going to do it and what that will feel like to them. And once your environment is fully documented, then we begin training your team on what the tools and systems will look like and feel like in their day-to-day. And after all of that is done, we begin the switchover with our team supporting your team on-site and remotely to make sure it's as smooth as possible. So System7 enters every onboarding with empathy. We are not here to tear down what came before. We come in with curiosity, not judgment. In fact, we treat onboarding like it's the beginning of a long-term partnership because that's exactly what we're looking for. We do our best to respect your team's time and understand what is a good pace of change for your organization. We also do our best to understand each individual's level of comfort with general change or with process updates such as cybersecurity tools. We at System7 specialize in sensitive transitions. Healthcare is a good example where we are mapping all systems to HIPAA controls, and we're also validating encryption and retention policies. And we're also phasing in changes slow enough for companies to protect the delivery of critical care. We also evaluate legacy systems, and we put a plan in place that you dictate where we can phase out what is risky or non-compliant, but on a timeline that doesn't create a bunch of chaos for your team. Medical offices face a particularly high bar when switching IT providers. If even one small item is missed, it could disrupt critical care or it might violate HIPAA policy. Our team will take special care to preserve medical record continuity and security. We validate every piece of hardware and every tool with your staff, and we train people gently so that the process feels smooth and less scary. In short, you should not be afraid to switch your IT provider if that relationship is no longer working for you. A poor relationship with your IT team has costs and time wasting that is sometimes hard to see. And it's even harder to calculate that full burden on your team and on your company. And when onboarding is done with empathy and expertise, it's no longer a risk. It becomes a fully positive reset for all of your teams. And if you want to find out what that kind of transition would look like for you and your teams, reach out to System7. We'll come by and we'll take a look at all of your systems and processes, and we'll tell you what we would do in your situation. And we'll be honest, even if that means that we wouldn't be the right choice for you in this situation. But thank you for watching, and please like this video and follow us so that you can see our future videos. But it also helps us build our network, which we're really grateful for.